Now, let's see what it is about this cartoon cutscene.
Dr. Cortex
is that Dr. Cortex?
A mental aberration. He's totally fixated.
Whoa, that's pretty cool.
The local island creatures are dull and obtuse. Until the evil doctor turns on
What?
his shoes. He wants them for his troops. They come out nincompoops.
Nincompoops. Oh, great. Oh, is that... Oh my gosh.
Should have been a genius, but he doesn't quite compute. Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, so that's how he ends up on the other side of Insanity Beach. Ooh, Tommy looks pretty.
He'll never surrender. Vanquish any villain to set his girlfriend free. He doesn't have a clue.
Spiraling down.
His heart's in the right place. His brain's been rearranged.
Oh man. Ain't that the truth?
Crash Bandicoot. Play our game and tell your friends so we'll make lots of loot.
Sounds similar to Mickey Mania saying, if you like the game, buy it twice. Oh man. Where do I start?
Now that's the best sounding elevator music I ever heard.
Hello?
Yeah, Deep Dish, this is Thin Crust. I want to give it its own review.
You don't say.
The whole kit and caboodle.
Oh.
So, yeah. Bye! Wow, was that cutscene fun? I mean, talk about something completely different. This is something that was originally planned for the first Crash Bandicoot game as cartoon cutscenes, with the first one telling a story. To anyone who doesn't know Crash Bandicoot lore, I suggest you look it up. It definitely shows why Crash was inspired by such great classics like Looney Tunes, Animaniacs, or Tasmania. In fact, Willy Wombat was his original name before they realized there was already a character from Tasmania named that. Though it's really odd because Hudson Soft used the name.
Extreme. Heck of stress battle. Not funny.
Its cartoony nature and its potential hasn't been shown until much later, presumably with the likes of the infamous cult classic Crash to Insanity.
I'm an evil scientist. What do you expect?
This first cutscene would have been nice to be included, and it wouldn't hurt to show the 3D cutscene after that. What made them stop using 2D animation?
This video is test animation that was done for Crash Bandicoot. Produced by Universal Animation early on in the development of the game. It was based on ideas where we were going with this IP at the time. It was probably too ambitious in nature, and was also trying to be humorous. It was never used or even embedded into the game as a hidden Easter egg treat or something. Once Universal International licensed the game to Sony for publication, Sony did not want it utilized because they were heavily pushing this 3D agenda.
That is why you fail.
First of all, Sony, that was a poor choice you did. Just take a look at the off-the-wall animation displayed here. It looks right at home in the Looney Tunes cartoon. Second, the wordplay here is impeccable. I mean, come on, the jokes woven in this theme song are a mile a minute, especially with Jim Cummings performing the lyrics.
Crash Bandicoot. Should have been a genius, but he doesn't quite compute. Crash Bandicoot. Anything can happen now that Crash is in pursuit. Tom has been selected for running through the blender. Crash will fight to save her. He'll never surrender. He'll vanquish any villain to set his girlfriend free. He doesn't have a clue about how to proceed.
Third, why the fice would you scrap these cutscenes when they perfectly fit Crash Bandicoot's cartoony nature of gameplay? Fourth, why the heavy focus on 3D graphics when the games that don't focus on 3D graphics get 2D cutscenes?
Oh, don't mind me, I'm just a token.
Hey kids, let's play a game. It's called Politicians. 1 second I'll say one thing and then another moment I'll say something totally different.
Moron! This Bandicoot will be my general, and he will lead my Cortex commandos to world domination. This time I shall reign triumphant.
Hey, Zach! Why must I fight you? We are not enemies!
Prepare the female Bandicoot.
それでは、ハニーのすべてを見せてあげる。
Now let's play another game. It's called Start Making Sense, you fucking tools!
And lastly, why is it that in Crash 2 and 3 you're allowed to give us the bad ending, but in Crash 1 you vetoed this?
You will never best me.
I am not joking. Dr. Cortex acted like he's not some sort of punching bag and blew up his blimp along with Crash and Tana. This would have worked if you used it when you don't get enough gems to save Tana. Sony's politics is ultimately going to kill them off no matter what they do. And do you know why?
Uka Uka taught me a new process called Mojo Mutations.
Cortex, I'm going to replace you.
The results are in. You are all a cowardly bunch of retarded idiots.
All in all, even though these cartoon cutscenes didn't make the final cut, it's nice to see them after all these years. And with a catchy song too. Play me off, Jim Cummings!
Crash Bandicoot. If Cortex isn't beaten, he'll rain a salute. Crash! Crash Bandicoot. Play our game and tell your friends so we'll make lots of loot.
Too bad that line perfectly summed up Sony as a whole. Good night, everybody!
I'm at Comic-Con!
Hey! Yeah, you! I've been doing this for 10 stinking years! Back and forward, and I'm sick of it! Well, I'm not gonna do it no more!
Aw, that's too bad. But it looks like you served your purpose, and I'm afraid I'm going to kill you now. Ta-ta!